What's up, crypto crew? Welcome back to Bitcoin Bulletin, where we break down the biggest moves in the digital asset space. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the news that's shaking up the market. First up, Bitcoin ETFs are back in the spotlight, pulling in serious cash and showing demand we haven't seen in months. Then, we're diving into Tether's massive Bitcoin accumulation, outshining even the biggest ETFs. We've also got a crucial look at Bitcoin's daily chart and what it means for bulls trying to drive that price uptrend. And hold on to your hats, because American Bitcoin Corp, backed by some very famous names, is making some serious waves on the stock market. You won't want to miss this. Hit that like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Bitcoin ETFs are seeing a massive surge in demand, pulling in $368 million on Monday alone. This is the strongest inflow we've witnessed since August, signaling a major comeback for institutional investor confidence after a couple of days of outflows. Fidelity's FBTC led the charge with a hefty $156.5 million inflow, closely followed by Ark Invest and 21 shares ARKB, which brought in $89.47 million. This renewed conviction from big players comes at a critical time, with key macroeconomic reports like the Producer Price Index and Consumer Price Index on the horizon, all leading up to the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision. Analysts like Ilya Ottachenko from CEXIO suggest investors are strategically positioning themselves, anticipating a potential half-point rate cut that's fueling extra interest in the crypto space. Interestingly, while Bitcoin ETFs are booming, Ethereum ETFs saw a negative net flow of $96.69 million, with capital appearing to rotate back into Bitcoin. This shift indicates a preference for Bitcoin as the safer bet ahead of the Fed's announcement, even as Bitcoin and Ethereum prices show modest gains. The market is clearly bracing for volatility, with implied volatility for both assets surging over the weekend. Don't go anywhere, because the story behind this massive ETF inflow is even more fascinating than you think. Plus, get ready for a deep dive into how Tether is making huge moves in the Bitcoin market. Tether is making massive moves in the Bitcoin market, adding a staggering 27,700 BTC over the past year. This aggressive accumulation strategy is not only outpacing most Bitcoin ETFs, but is also sparking significant debate about Tether's asset management and its impact on the broader crypto ecosystem. While ETFs offer a regulated avenue for institutional investment, Tether's direct acquisition of such a substantial amount of Bitcoin raises questions about its long-term strategy and its role as a major holder. This development comes as Bitcoin ETFs themselves are experiencing renewed inflows, suggesting a dual-pronged approach to Bitcoin acquisition is gaining traction. The sheer scale of Tether's holdings positions it as a key player whose actions could significantly influence market dynamics. Observers are keenly watching to see how this strategy unfolds and what it means for the future of Bitcoin ownership and stability. But is Tether's move just a smart play, or is something else brewing? We'll explore that next, and then we're looking at the charts with Jim Wyckoff to see if bulls are truly in control. The charts are telling a story, and according to veteran market analyst Jim Wyckoff, bulls are actively working on a Bitcoin price uptrend. With over 25 years of experience navigating financial and commodity markets, Wyckoff's insights are highly valued. He's been a journalist covering every futures market and has provided analysis for Dow Jones, Newswires, and TraderPlanet.com. His service, Jim Wyckoff on the Markets, offers deep dives into market movements. Currently, Wyckoff's analysis points to positive momentum building for Bitcoin, suggesting that buyers are stepping in and pushing the price higher. This comes at a time when broader market sentiment is cautious, but also showing signs of optimism, especially with the recent ETF inflows. Wyckoff's daily chart alerts are a crucial tool for traders looking to understand the immediate trajectory of Bitcoin's price action, and his current assessment indicates a bullish bias. Are these chart signals a reliable indicator of future gains, or is there a catch? We'll find out, and then we're turning our attention to a stock that's making headlines with some very high-profile backing. Get ready for a major shakeup in the Bitcoin stock arena. American Bitcoin Corp, or ABTC, just saw a 15% surge, pushing its market cap to a staggering $6.6 billion. What's driving this frenzy? For starters, it's the unique exposure it offers to Bitcoin, combined with some seriously high-profile supporters, including members of the Trump family. This isn't just another crypto stock. It's the result of an all-stock merger with Griffin Digital Mining, allowing it to list on Nasdaq without a traditional IPO, a smart move gaining traction among digital asset firms. Eric Trump is on board as Chief Strategic Officer, and Donald Trump Jr. is also involved, giving ABTC immense visibility. Adding to its clout, Hut 8 Mining holds an 80% stake, providing crucial infrastructure and energy. ABTC isn't just mining. It's employing a hybrid strategy, combining organic Bitcoin generation with opportunistic accumulation during market dips, a move that could give it an edge over competitors like MicroStrategy. They've even launched a $2.1 billion equity raise to boost their Bitcoin holdings, currently around 2,443 coins. While the potential for Bitcoin per share growth is huge, especially if Bitcoin prices climb, investors should tread carefully. The stock's valuation is already high, and its success is intrinsically tied to Bitcoin's volatile price. It's a bold, Trump-backed play, but definitely a speculative growth opportunity. That's a wrap on our top stories for today. But before you go, let's do a quick recap of the headlines that rocked the crypto world. And that's a wrap on today's Bitcoin Bulletin. We saw Bitcoin ETFs pull in a massive $368 million, marking the strongest demand since August. Tether made a huge splash, adding 27,700 BTC in a year and outshining most ETFs. Jim Wyckoff's analysis shows bulls are actively working on a Bitcoin price uptrend. And American Bitcoin Corp, with high-profile backing, surged on the stock market. Don't miss out on any of these critical updates. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Bitcoin Bulletin for all your crypto news, and ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new videos. Follow us on all our social media channels for real-time updates and join the conversation in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.